Hi, I'm Paul from the Strats. Right, last month we reached 100,000 subscribers, so thank you very much for supporting the channel, those of you who are subscribed. And what I thought I'd do as a bit of a celebration for that is to try and find myself the perfect Super Strat. Now, the term Super Strat really started in the 80s, where people would get a Fender Stratocaster and they'd take out the bridge single coil and they put a humbucker in there. Some people even put Floyd Roses in the guitars as well. Loads of companies now produce Super Strats or Super Strat sort of style guitars. This is a Suhr Classic S. Now, what I'm going to be doing over the next few months is buying a bunch of guitars and try and find the perfect Super Strat. Now, this turned up last week. It was a bit of a bargain on eBay. And if I'm completely honest, I thought I was going to give this guitar a complete roasting on this review video. But I can honestly say, apart from one thing, which I'll talk about later on, this is pretty much a perfect guitar. So this is a Suhr Classic S dealer select. Now, I don't really know what the difference is between a dealer select and a non-dealer select. I imagine it's the roasted neck and probably more sort of dealer specs, and maybe the dealer would spec the actual pickups that come in this. So pickup wise, this guitar has got a Suhr Thornbucker Plus in the bridge. If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you'll know what a fan I am of Thornbuckers. They're pretty much my favourite humbucker that's ever been produced. Then we've got a couple of ML or Michael Landau single coils. And we've got the SSCII system built into the guitar as well. So it basically removes all of the 60 cycle or 50 cycle hum that you get from pickups, which I'll go over a bit more in a minute. As I said, we've got this roasted maple neck with a rosewood fingerboard with clay dots. We've got locking tuners. And this really is an unbelievably good guitar. So I'll put loads of playing throughout the video, but let's have a listen to the pickups first of all. Let's start in the neck position, and I'll start off clean. Position number 4. Middle position. Now, second position, because we've got a humbucker here, we're not going to get those real sort of stratty tones, but it sounds like this. And you can hear that driving just a little bit more. Get down to the bridge position. This is one of the things that you either love or hate about Super Strats, is the difference between the bridge pickup and the neck pickup. On this, it is actually really balanced. The Suhr Classic S has what they call the SSCII system in it, which is their silent coils. If I pick up my Strat, just to demonstrate how quiet this actually is, and I switch on some gain, apart from positions 2 and 4, you'll notice we get a lot of noise. Now, most of you wouldn't notice this in my videos because what I tend to do is to whip down the volume control as soon as I stop playing. It becomes a bit of a habit that you develop. So you can hear the noise there. Now, if I plug in the Suhr, it's pretty much silent. There's a tiny bit of background noise, but that's mainly coming from the lighting that I've got in here. Now, if I switch down the pickups, and I go down to the humbucker, you'll notice that the humbucker is actually noisier than the single coils, which is quite amazing. So single coils and humbucker. Now, I tend to struggle with humbuckers in a Strat, which is one of the reasons why I'm really looking for the perfect Super Strat. I tend to find that the humbucker either overpowers the single coils or it's quite dull compared to the single coils. Now, this is, as I said, a Thornbucker Plus, and it does sound absolutely amazing. If I grab my Strat, now my Strat, it took me ages to find this Strat and I absolutely love it. I love the way it sounds, I love the way it feels. The only thing that I'm not too keen on this guitar is how rolled the edges are on the fretboard. Now, what that means is, as I bring my finger down this way, it's a very short distance to where the string falls off the fretboard. So I have to watch myself and control myself a little bit by which direction I'm sort of moving or using vibrato on the string, because a lot of the time you'll hear it sort of jumps off the fingerboard there. Now, this is quite a common thing with custom shop guitars, as they do tend to roll the edges a little bit more than I personally would like. Now, with this, the Classic S, it feels like a very slightly wider fingerboard and the edges are not rolled as much. So pretty much you've got loads of movement either way on the E string and the string won't roll off the edge of the fingerboard. Now, one of the other things that I really like about this guitar is the trem system. The trem system's a Goto 510, which is, it tends to be the trem system of choice on more sort of high-end guitars. Now, you can abuse this to hell and it won't go out of tune. And it behaves more like a Floyd Rose. We can get all of that flutter. But you don't get all of the inherent issues that you get with the Floyd Rose, which is like the added weight of the system, the bulkiness, and also, you know, the constant having to undo things to change strings. The 510 on this can do anything that a Floyd Rose can really do, but without all of those issues. So let's talk about the thing, or the things that I don't really like about this. Now, these are quite a personal preference. One thing is, I've seen a couple of interviews with John Suhr, and John Suhr says that he tends to pick lighter weight woods. For me, this is not a light guitar, and the average Suhr that I pick up is about the same sort of weight. Now this is 8.3 pounds. It's not a heavy guitar, but compared to my Strat, or especially my Valiant here, the Valiant is, oh God, it's on the low sort of sevens. It's an incredibly light guitar and incredibly resonant. And I tend to like lighter guitars. 8.3 pounds, as I said, it's not the heaviest guitar, but you can get Les Pauls that are that sort of weight and even under. And for me personally, I'd prefer it a little bit lighter. The other thing that I don't like is the finish. I tend to like nitro finishes. Suhr do offer a classic, I think it's called a vintage LE, limited edition that they do, which has got nitro cellulose lacquer on it as opposed to this gloss poly or whatever they use. The paint job on this is absolutely flawless and it is a perfect job. But as a preference, I just prefer nitro. Now, if there was a classic vintage limited edition that was available on eBay, I would have bought one. But this was the one that was available. And to be honest, I can definitely live with the poly finish or whatever they use here over nitro, because this guitar is absolutely fantastic. I am going to be continuing this series and then comparing all the guitars. I am buying all these guitars, by the way, so this is going to be quite an expensive endeavour. But as I said, I'm trying to find the perfect Super Strat. We've got some great guitars coming from James Tyler involved. Shabat are going to be sending over something. So we're going to get a load of different guitars in and sort of compare and see which one is the best, or what I would consider to be the ultimate Super Strat. Anyway, I really hope you guys got something out of this video. If you did get something out of it, don't forget to like and subscribe, click on the bell button, and you'll be notified of any future video that comes out from the Studio Rats. I'm Paul, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.